Good morning to you all, good morning. 2nd of February 2023. I need a paintbrush and I need some fish to eat, paintbrush to paint with. So quick trip to the shops. The 2nd of February. Now, some people around the world will be celebrating the 2nd of February as the Feast of the Presentation. What can we say about that? Right. Jesus Christ, our Lord, was born of Mary. And they were a good Hebrew Jewish family, and they did all of the things that good Jewish families would do. So today we celebrate Mary taking the infant Jesus to the temple and presenting him there. And one of the readings for today involves a man called Simeon, a very old man, who, on seeing the infant Jesus, felt very much that his life was complete. He believed that in seeing the infant Jesus, he had seen the Lord. So there we are. Now, different people have different traditions, different people have different beliefs, viewpoints, so on and so forth. But one of the things that I have been told is that the Feast of the Presentation is the day that you plant your peas. It actually goes against my instincts. The soil is too cold, the weather, I've looked at the forecast for next week, and it would help if I got the right gear, wouldn't it? That's better. I think it's too early to plant peas. However, I am going to follow that tradition and I'm going to plant some peas today. Not in the ground, but I'll start them in pots. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's something that I'm discovering, that there are many people who will base their agricultural cycles on easy to remember dates. So once we've got the peas in the ground, we can think about potatoes. Potatoes, I am told, should be planted on the Feast of St. Joseph, which is the 19th of March. So, yeah, that's a date to think about. If you want to plant potatoes on the 19th of March, you need to start thinking about them now. You need to get the seed potatoes and start what an Englishman might call chidding them. Encouraging them to start their production of shoots. So there's some things to think about today. Right, I do need some diesel today, and €1.95 a litre. Yeah, we'll get some of that shortly. very grey and overcast today, isn't it? This is, of course, the town of Isères-sur-Creuse. There's always a little bit of a bottleneck here with cars that stop outside the boulangerie, the baker's shop. That's the mairie, the town hall. That's the health centre. We're in the Place Mado-Robin. I don't know much about Mado-Robin, but I think she was an actress or a singer or some such. Thought I would just stop here for just long enough to film look at that, cranes. Lots of them. Well, I suppose we ought to see what I spent some of my money on today. Yeah, right. This shop has got a bit of a sale going on, so if you went in there today, you got a free bag, which was good. And there were things that were very, very cheap. End of range stuff. If you know what you're looking for, sometimes this is good, sometimes it's not. But yeah, a paint for painting floor, I know where I'm going to use that. Yeah, so that was handy. The thing that I'm very pleased to get a pallet, of course, and very pleased to get oil for me oil stove, but this is what I sort of wanted to show. Today I'm going to plant peas in pots. Not going to plant them in the ground, it's going to be too cold next week. And I've been thinking about making one of these. Now, sometimes you think about making things and you think, how long would it take me to make a thing like this? And how much would it cost me in terms of screws and wood and time and all that sort of thing? This was actually set at a price that I couldn't make anything nearly like that for anything like as cheap as this was. So that will allow me to get me peas started today. Well, I better break this up before I try to put it in the fire. Yeah, looks like I'm going to have some help with that, doesn't it? Well, that's the first of me peas planted. I haven't planted anything like all of the peas I've got. There's what I think it's 36 I planted. But this is just to sort of go along with someone else's tradition. Feast of the presentation, plant peas. I'll be planting more in the weeks to come. We'll see how they do. Well, I hope it doesn't make me an addict. Paint for floors. High resistant for intense traffic. You can use it inside or outside. Half a litre should give you 6 metres square. It's guaranteed for 5 years. Right, okay. It dries in 6 hours. You can brush it, you can roll it, or you can spray it with a pistolet. To clean your equipment afterwards, nettoyage des outils, a white spirit before they dry. Right, okay. Now, I've got the little problem that I can't paint all of the stairs on the stone staircase in one go, because obviously, you know, we walk up and down it. So I've made myself a board to put over it while it dries for 6 hours. Think I know what I'm doing now.